Kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Atlas in Arkansas, in the heart of wine country here in Arkansas. Never knew there was one here, did you? Well, there is. We went for an awesome walk this morning. Got back to nature, which is all what our fun challenges, get back to nature. So last night we did an awesome walk around down to the vineyards. This morning we got up and we did the reverse of the walk. If you want to see some of the pictures from our walk last night, just go check out my Facebook page. There's some photographs that we took there, including one really cute one of Zeffie sniffing a flower. She does it so often when we're out walking. If there's flowers around, she goes and sticks her nose in a flower. This is the first time I actually have my phone in hand with the camera on, because I've been taking pictures up close of a couple of flowers and everything else, and so I was able to quickly snap a picture of her. And past, when we've been out walking, my phone has been in my pouch, and I haven't been able to whip it out quick enough to take a picture of her sniffing a flower. So this is the first time I've been able to actually capture her sniffing a flower, and it's so cute. But anyway, so get back to nature today. Your fun activity is to get back to nature today. Go out, hug a tree. Just go out, walk and find the garden, go to the gardens, in a park near you. Go and walk through the gardens, walk through some trails, go do some trail walks. We did the beautiful trail walk down to the vineyards and back again today. We can actually go and walk through the vineyards if we want to, but Zeffie was on a determined path this morning. We were doing the reverse of last night's walk, and she was like, we are going this way, and we're going this way, and we're going this way, and yeah, she was on a determined path. There was no deterring her from the path she was on. We may try some of the other trails. They've got this big square area that you actually walk around, and they've got some trails that go through the tree area, so you can't really get lost, because when you come out, you're on one of the side paths to the campground or the actual campground itself. And they're wide paths too, and they've actually killed the grass off on the paths so they're easier to follow and things. So they've made it very easy to go for walks and wanders and all that sort of stuff. And they always suggest doing it in the morning or in the late afternoon, early evening time frame, and because it's so hot here during the day. But yeah, it's awesome. So your fun activity for today, I'm doing them out of order today, is get back to nature. Just go outside, enjoy the outdoors, go walking on trails, enjoy the scenery, especially if you've got views and stuff, just go and enjoy it. Your business mindset is, what about your past clients? What have you done to re-engage your past clients? How about doing something as simple as sending them a thank you card to say, hey, thank you for being a client of ours. It's just a touch base with them, not a selling thing, just a thing to say, hey, thank you for the purchases you made in the past. Hope you're having an awesome day. Just a random, how are you doing? Blah 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 blah. Just something random, just a touch. It's not a sales thing. It is just a touch, as to say thank you for the business that you've brought us in the past. Thank you for being awesome. And it's not turning around saying, hey, we've got this great special, but no selling, just reaching out and touching with a card that says thank you. That's all. And your mindset today is all about the imagination. And I was kind of thinking, what else could I say about imagination? Because I've talked about imagination a lot over the last few weeks. So I went searching, and there's a website I like. It's called Mental Floss. And they have some great articles on there, lots of quiz videos, really cool facts and stuff, and they have this whole thing about imagination. I thought, well, this is interesting, and I was reading through it, and they say that scientists don't fully understand imagination. And I thought, well, being a scientist, you would have to have a great imagination to be able to think through those processes. Isn't that using the imagination? Okay, but they don't understand it from the fact of the scientific thing, because researchers have found, I'm reading this from the article, and I will post the link into the description. They say researchers found that as many as 12 different brain regions are involved when people imagine rotating a shape in their mind. So if you take something like a cube and you're rotating that shape in your mind, you're using as many as 12 different regions of your brain. Man, isn't that awesome? And it says here, you're really firing up a lot of brain power. I'm like, man, that is great mental gymnastics, if you want to call it that. And then the same parts of your brain involved in understanding the world around us are involved in creating mental pictures of that world, meaning that what we imagine is shaped by what we see all the time. Well, that's kind of cool. Some of the benefits of the imagination is drawing upon past knowledge and experience that allows you to find new solutions to problems we face every day. It says here they come up with new business. It helps you to come up with new business ideas, visualize unique recipes. I will tell you this: I will look at a recipe and I can tell you how it's going to taste, whether I'm going to like it or not. I have looked at recipes before, and that's really bland. That's going to need some flavoring in there, or that one's too spicy. It's going to burn the heck out of the roof of my mouth and my tongue and my taste buds. They'll be gone for several days. I may recover, I may not. That one's going to be sickly sweet. That one's not. That one's going to, and then it's sort of like, that's a nice blend of sweet and savory. And I can almost literally taste it on my tongue when I see some recipes. And it helps me because to me, recipes when I am cooking, baking's a different thing. That's a little more of an exact science. But when I'm cooking, recipe is a foundation. I can then go and do whatever I want to it. So I've got the basic recipe there and I can look at it and go, it needs just a little something. And then I'll open up my cupboards. I used to open up my pantry and everything was there in front of me in the pantry, and I'll go, And I would stand there and some bottle or container would have a little spotlight on it, or would start doing a little jig. This is all in my imagination. And sort of say, pick me, pick me, pick me. And I would have this gut instinct to pick that thing and put it in whatever the recipe was that would improve the flavor or make it different or make it unique and that sort of thing. So so that's part of using the imagination as well. It's just taking a recipe and tweaking it to being something different. So that's being creative. You can invent new games. As a kid, I used to love inventing things. I mean, think of all the things I used to do as a kid. I don't know about you guys, but we used to put out on our own shows. We did puppet shows, we did plays, we did song and dance. We did our own little variety shows. And that's all based on imagination. We'd come up with our own little plays and things. And, you'd practice them, and then when it came to do thing, your brothers would go do something. And it's like, no, that's not what we practiced. In the middle of your performance. But that's okay. So based on your experiences and stuff and your past knowledge, you can do some creative imagination and stuff. Then it gives you some tips on how to kickstart your imagination, because they said it's not just sitting down and being, we're going to imagine something. Yeah, no, it's a very gentle process. They say try not to focus too hard on trying to locate your imagination. I'm sort of like, thank goodness for that, because I would be in trouble. Putting too much pressure on yourself to imagine may actually inhibit your ability to find what you're looking for. Rather, take a little bit of time to unwind and let your thoughts naturally arrange themselves until you feel relaxed and comfortable. Then harness the thoughts that naturally enter your mind. And so you can always, it goes on, but another way that I kickstart my imagination is I will start with a question. Like, I will think of a question and think, okay, and I'll let it brew for a bit, and then I will go sit in a quiet spot. I'm in an RV, in a campground, in a quiet spot. Just concentrate on my breathing, and then just let the imagination flow. And sometimes I'll do meditation. As soon as I've done meditation, it's pick up a pen. I'll have my journal next to me, and I'll pick up a pen and I'll just start what I call subconscious writing, which is not being fully conscious of what's coming out of the end of the pen until you actually see it. So you're not aware of what you are writing until you see it, which is an awesome way, because so many problems have been solved doing that method that I can't tell you. If I come with something and I'm stuck in business and it's like, there's that one little thing that you need, that one little tweak, and it's there within your grasp, but you can't quite reach it. So you just calm yourself down, you push it to the back, you go about your day, and then you'll go and sit and quiet and have some little quiet meditation type time. It could be just sitting quietly and breathing. It could be doing some sort of meditation, and then as soon as or having a nap. Naps work wonderful for this. And then when you wake up, the first thing you do is pick up pen and paper and just start writing. And quite often for me, my solution just comes out at the end of my pen, and I'm like, oh, where the hell did that come from? And I have done that to myself and scared the crap out of myself several times because of that. When I've done the subconscious writing, like for example, over a year ago, I was sitting there and just doing some subconscious writing, and out of the end of my pen going, and if I gave up my travel business, then what else could I do? And I was sort of like, it was like, oh my gosh, and it was like pure moment of panic when I saw that come out of my thing. So it's quite amazing what the power that your subconscious has and how your imagination can. But then it was sort of like, stop, calm ourselves down, we can do this. And just going through the motions and everything. So you'll never know what will come out. Imagination is an incredible, incredible thing. So your goals for today, your mindset is all about imagination. Your business is all about thanking past clients, no selling, just saying thank you, how are you? And then your fun is all about back to nature. So for those of you who just tuned in, we did do this movie. We did do this video in reverse order today, so you might have to go back to get the details for everything else. But go out, hug a tree, walk a nature trail, walk around the gardens, go have a picnic in the gardens. Just get outside and enjoy nature. It's just, I mean, we've got a beautiful breeze blowing here. The neighbors' flags are busy flying around, and it was a gorgeous, gorgeous walk this morning through the vineyards and everything else. So it was kind of fun. But anyway, have a super fantastic sparkling day, and we will catch you guys this evening. Hei konera!